The Library of Alexandria, often hailed as one of the greatest intellectual endeavors of the ancient world, serves as a cornerstone for discussions about the preservation and loss of knowledge. Established in the 3rd century BCE in Alexandria, Egypt, it was more than just a building. It was a symbol of the scholarly and cultural aspirations of its time. The Library of Alexandria aimed to house copies of every known work, functioning as both a repository of global knowledge and a vibrant center for learning and scholarly activity. Its significance lies not only in its vast collection of scrolls and manuscripts, but also in its role as a melting pot for scholars from various cultures who gathered to exchange ideas and philosophies. The importance of this library in relation to the broader topic of its existence as a repository of lost knowledge or total myth is profound. The library is emblematic of both the potential of human achievement and the fragility of cultural heritage. It raises questions about the extent of knowledge we have lost due to historical upheavals, and it symbolizes the ideal of universal intellectual pursuit. Several examples illustrate its historical impact. The library was reportedly associated with many great thinkers, such as Euclid, whose work in geometry laid foundational stones for mathematics, and Eratosthenes, who calculated the Earth's circumference with remarkable accuracy. These instances highlight the library's contribution to scientific and philosophical advancements that resonated through history. The idea of a central location where knowledge from all over the world is collected and shared continues to inspire modern institutions like the Internet or major research libraries today. Despite its legendary status, the Library of Alexandria is shrouded in mystery and controversy. Opinions diverge on whether it truly existed in the form described by ancient historians or whether its legend has been romanticized over centuries. Some scholars argue that reports of its destruction are exaggerated or misrepresented, suggesting that the library's decline was a gradual process rather than a single catastrophic event. The debate over the library's existence and destruction illuminates broader themes of cultural loss and preservation. It challenges us to consider the impact of historical narratives on our understanding of intellectual history. This discourse connects deeply with the concept of the myth aspect of the library, exploring how myths persist and shape cultural memory. Ultimately, the story of the Library of Alexandria serves as a poignant reminder of both the potential of human collaboration in the pursuit of knowledge and the ever-present threat of its obliteration. The historical establishment and purpose of the Library of Alexandria is a fundamental component when discussing whether it was a repository of lost knowledge or merely a myth. Founded in the 3rd century BCE by Ptolemy I Soter, a successor of Alexander the Great, the library was located in Alexandria, Egypt. It is believed to have been one of the largest and most significant libraries of the ancient world. The library's purpose was to collect the entirety of the world's knowledge, serving as a hub for scholars and intellectuals across various disciplines, from science and philosophy to literature and the arts. This ambitious mission reflects the Hellenistic goal of understanding and assimilating diverse streams of knowledge, which underscores the library's symbolic and practical significance. The importance of this establishment lies in its role as a center for learning and culture. It supposedly housed hundreds of thousands of scrolls, which were intended to preserve and expand upon the intellectual achievements of the past. Two notable examples that illustrate the library's significance are the works of Euclid and Archimedes. Euclid's Elements is a cornerstone of geometry, and Archimedes' contributions to mathematics and engineering have been foundational. If such works were indeed fostered within the library, it emphasizes the institution's status as a beacon of ancient scholarship. Opinions supporting the library's significance often highlight its role in promoting intellectual exploration and cross-cultural exchange. Many historians argue that it represented an unprecedented attempt to centralize knowledge, attracting scholars from various parts of the world, such as Eratosthenes, who calculated the Earth's circumference with remarkable accuracy. However, the library's true scale and even its existence have been subjects of controversy. The lack of concrete archaeological evidence raises questions, with some scholars suggesting that the library's grandeur has been romanticized over time. Additionally, debates persist regarding its destruction, whether it occurred in a singular catastrophic event or through gradual decline. The library's historical establishment and purpose fundamentally influenced discussions about the preservation and loss of knowledge throughout history. If it did exist as described, its destruction would symbolize the fragility of human achievement. Conversely, if exaggerated, it serves as a testament to the myth-making process and our yearning for an idealized past repository of wisdom. This dichotomy connects deeply with broader themes about how cultures value, protect, or sometimes inadvertently lose their intellectual heritage. The scope and influence of the library's collections refers to the vast array of knowledge that the Library of Alexandria purportedly housed and the profound impact it had on both ancient and modern civilizations. Historically, the library is believed to have been a formidable center of learning and scholarship, collecting works from across the known world. It aimed to gather all the world's knowledge, encompassing disciplines like mathematics, astronomy, medicine, philosophy, and literature. The library's goal was not just to accumulate texts, but also to facilitate intellectual discourse and innovation. Significantly, this concept underscores the library's role as a beacon of knowledge in antiquity. It symbolizes humanity's quest for understanding and the belief in the transformative power of ideas. The library purportedly attracted scholars like Euclid, Archimedes, and Eratosthenes, whose works laid foundational stones for various scientific and philosophical disciplines. This made the library an intellectual hub, influencing educational practices and knowledge dissemination techniques that resonate even today. A specific example illustrating this point is the development of the Septuagint, the Greek translation of the Hebrew Bible, which emerged from Alexandria's vibrant scholarly environment. Another is the work of Eratosthenes, who famously calculated the Earth's circumference with remarkable accuracy. These achievements exemplify how the library's collections and the scholarly activity surrounding them contributed to significant advancements in knowledge. However, the idea of the Library of Alexandria being a vast repository of global knowledge is subject to debate. Some historians question whether the library truly existed on the scale often portrayed, or if its grandeur is more myth than reality. This skepticism is partly due to the lack of concrete archaeological evidence and contrasting historical accounts regarding its destruction. This debate leads to broader discussions about the nature of historical narratives and how they are shaped by cultural myths. The concept of the library's collections influences our understanding of historical scholarship and the dissemination of knowledge, highlighting the continuous human struggle against the loss of information. In sum, while the Library of Alexandria serves as an iconic representation of lost knowledge and scholarly ambition, it also challenges us to consider how myths and facts intertwine in our understanding of history. Its story encourages reflections on how we preserve knowledge and the importance of intellectual legacy, linking back to the central theme of its existence as either a monumental archive of human achievement or a storied myth that captures our imagination. The Library of Alexandria is often regarded as one of the most significant intellectual epicenters of the ancient world. It was not merely a vast repository of texts, but a vibrant nucleus of knowledge, attracting key figures and scholars whose works and ideas have influenced generations. These individuals, associated with the library, played pivotal roles in shaping the intellectual landscape of their time, fueling both its mythic status and its tangible contributions to human knowledge. The significance of the library and its scholars is multifaceted. Primarily, the institution served as a beacon of learning and innovation, symbolizing the pursuit of knowledge as a universal endeavor. Renowned scholars like Euclid, Eratosthenes, and Hypatia are believed to have been associated with the library. Euclid's work laid the groundwork for geometry, while Eratosthenes, who calculated the circumference of the Earth with remarkable accuracy, underscored the library's role as a place for groundbreaking scientific inquiry. Hypatia, a female philosopher and mathematician, exemplified the institution's progressive nature, having possibly lectured and taught there during a time when female scholars were rare. The contributions of these scholars highlight the library's real-world impact, demonstrating its role as a crucible for scientific and philosophical advancements. The works and theories that emerged from this environment not only enriched contemporary discourse, but also laid foundational stones for future intellectual developments. Despite its accolades, the library's existence and extent are subjects of debate and controversy. Some critics argue that the narratives surrounding the library are heavily romanticized, fueling the perception of it as an almost mythical entity rather than a definitive historical institution. Others question the accuracy of the claims regarding the scholars allegedly associated with it, attributing them to later historical embellishments. This skepticism underscores the challenges inherent in separating historical fact from legend. Nonetheless, the legend of the Library of Alexandria continues to influence contemporary views on the preservation and dissemination of knowledge. It serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of cultural heritage and the potential loss of knowledge through neglect or destruction. In this context, the library and its associated scholars symbolize humanity's enduring quest for understanding, emphasizing the necessity of safeguarding intellectual legacies. This vision connects to broader themes of cultural preservation and the timeless human aspiration to explore the unknown.